please tell us more about the founders, because I am told that they were liberals. The common view on these campuses that they were trying to change the structure of British governance, and the Declaration was fundamentally a small L liberal statement. What is your contention, and what would you like to share with the audience?
I think the mistake that a lot of conservatives make is they hear the words equality and liberty and they just assume they have the same idea about that people today do when they have transformed those terms into something very different from the founding. You can just take the case of immigration itself, for example. For the founders, the character of the people was fundamental to the future of a free country. They didn't believe in anything goes. They believed you had to have a people that had enough character, enough self-restraint, but also self-assertion, like courage, virtues like courage, vigilance, forthrightness. They thought only that kind of a people would survive, would be able to maintain a free country. And so immigration, right? So they talked about this. Well, where do we want our immigrants from? And the answer predominantly was, we need European immigrants. We want people who are going to be able to assimilate, not just in the sense of being able to mouth the slogans, you know, all men are created equal, which is the way it's often discussed today, but rather like people who had the right kind of character and the right kind of moral orientation to be serious and earnest citizens. And you could say one of the ways in which you also see this element in the founding is their preoccupation with education, like moral education. There had to be, from their point of view, a citizen body that understood virtues like justice, moderation, courage, topics that are discussed in several of the state constitutions as essential to a free country. Conservatives today are often unaware of those kinds of features of the founding, and yet they were fundamentally, they were central from the point of view of the founders themselves. You can and third example, you can take the family. From the point of view of the founders, the family was fundamental. Family did not mean, it didn't mean gay rights and gay marriage. It meant you want men and women to get together, marry, stay married, and raise responsible children. They thought of that as a central feature, again, of a free society. And we've just forgotten that. We think today, you know, that the founders believed you could just do whatever you wanted to in regard to sex and reproduction. And that element, again, that conservative element, we would call it today, of the founders, has been largely forgotten.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.